Okay, so welcome by the way, Al B Tunes, streaming live to you from the desert in wonderful Republic of California, the Socialist Republic of California. Interesting how this Phoenix A320 IAE is floating in air without any landing gear. But anyway, we're back to 2020 because 2024 after 2 weeks frankly sucks when it comes to big aircraft. It's okay and it's enjoyable for the little aircraft, but you can't go very far with those and it take a long time to fly them from point A to point B. So we're back to 2020 until they work out all the bugs on 2024. I'm going to use 2024 for personal enjoyment, career mode, small aircraft, Cessna 172 Skyhawks, and similar Barons. And so tonight we're going to fly a Phoenix American Airlines livery for A320 IAE. I am an engine, they say. So let's just kind of hop to it, and we can see what the graphics are going to look like tonight, because the 2024 graphics tend to lock up and do funny things. Pushbacks don't work. Graphics start out pretty good and smooth, and then they get real jumpy and finicky, and you can't get jetways to toggle properly, and it's just a mess. It is just a mess, and it's embarrassing because they come out and they do their little weekly update Zoom call to the public, and frankly, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. So Jorgie, you failed. You failed big. I'm surprised you're still working there, actually. And with that being said, let's get back into 2020 and see how this one does. So we're going to jump into the cocky pit here. Into the cocky pit. And we're going to get some clearance for departing to the south.
San Francisco ground ALB 5510, ready to taxi departure to the south with whiskey.
ALB 5510 taxi to and halt short of runway 19 right via taxiway Alpha Golf Bravo Echo Cross runway 28 left Echo Cross runway 10 left Echo. Contact
Wow.
tower on 120.5.
That's a lot of taxiways. We're going to need the taxi ribbon. And by the way, we're departing with whiskey. I like to depart with whiskey. I never did understand what that means. What does that mean?
Taxiing hold short runway 19 right via taxiway Alpha Golf Bravo Echo, cross runway 28 left Echo, cross runway 10 left Echo ALB 5510.
So they've got us on 19R, but my flight plan calls for one left. So we're going to have to do something about that.
2062 heavy request taxi to the gate. United 2062 heavy taxi to gate Charlie 5 using taxiway Foxtrot 1, cross runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha.
That's why there's 27 taxiways, because it's on the opposite end of the airport.
Ground United 930 heavy with whiskey ready to taxi IFR. United 930 heavy taxi to and halt.
Boy, they're all taxiing with whiskey tonight. Be a lot of drunk pilots up in the air. Okay, so we changed the Simbri flight plan to change the flight plan to 19R departure. And with that being said,
Southwest 19 heavy requesting pushback.
Let's get into it.
Southwest 19 heavy pushback request accepted.
Let's start off with our SimBrief download.
Via taxiway Alpha Echo Cross runway 28 left Echo Cross runway 10 left Echo United 930 heavy. United
KSFO to KLAX.
Caution other traffic.
There's our departure METAR.
Taxiing to gate Charlie 5
30,
using
30.
taxiway Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha United 2062 heavy. Hold position, United Niner Tree 0 heavy.
I think I got both batteries, I couldn't tell. Let's get the fuel cells going here. Batteries.
San Francisco ground
Crew
Southwest
oxygen
1 Niner
beacon
Tree heavy,
light.
requesting the end of pushback. Southwest 1 Niner Tree heavy request.
This afternoon I fired up the APU early in the process. I'm going to try to follow the normal process on this one. Hopefully everything works out right. I was trying to get onto the runway, or onto the taxiway before anything failed, because even 2020 has failed a little bit lately. We're going to see some ghosting on the altimeter numbers.
Short of runway 19 right via taxiway Alpha Echo cross runway 28 left Echo cross runway 10 left Echo. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Okay, jumping in. Jumping into the mix. Hang on one sec.
Hold short runway 19 right using taxiway Alpha Echo cross runway 28 left Echo cross runway 10 left Echo southwest 19 tree heavy.
Alright, we've got the Phoenix A320 cheat sheet here just in case. Let's keep that handy. Alright, Atsu AOC. Flight in it. Init data request. Good. AOC menu init. Init request. Don't want to screw up this part. Looks good. Initialize. Align. Should check that, but we're pretty aligned. Wind request. Let's throw some stuff in here. Our call out flight number will be ALB 4409. Cross index 33. I've set this flight for 21,000 feet. So 210 flight level. Now go to EFB. Let's do mass and balance. Let's go to the ground services first. Why don't we open the door and get the jetway to come over. We'll watch this to see how the graphics are. Looks pretty smooth. Actually looks really good. They have 2020 nicely tweaked. Except for the fact that the jetway just went into the cockpit. Let's take a look at that. Okay, yeah, there it is. Well, maybe not. We don't have GTX, so we're not going to be boarding any passengers, but we'll leave this open. Turn up the PA so we can hear the Phoenix flight attendants. And while we're in the neighborhood here, let's get transponder set up. Alright, looks good. We're taking a little break from the Boeing 737 8 p.m. DG. Alright, so we're good to go here. Let's go back to mass and balance. Since we're now connected, we have a jetway connected, the door is open, beacon lights are running, and let's go ahead and load the aircraft, and we'll do this in a 4-minute time frame. And we can see that passengers are boarding.
Welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have
I could have done
safely
instant,
stowed your
but
cabin bag, please take your
we'll
seat.
take the time.
To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear.
So we're here at SFO. Graphics are looking fairly decent tonight. See, there's our taxi ribbon. GPU connected. Yeah, let's see here while that's going. So once again, yeah, 2024, while they're loading passengers, okay, passengers just finished loading. 2024 has not been too successful. I can't return it. I decided to keep it because I want to fly some of the other aircraft until they work out all the bugs. Hopefully they'll work out the bugs. It may take a while though, because it's not really, but it hasn't been looking good. So that's why we're in 2020 again here tonight. So enjoy the flight, and we'll keep on working through the setup process. I can see now we have 80 passengers boarded. And let's resend the load sheet and send this to the MCDU. Okay. Last load sheet.
San Francisco ground, SkyWest
113.8.
taxi to the gate.
37.
SkyWest 3335 heavy taxi to gate
That's
Delta
good.
6 via taxiway. Foxtrot 1 cross
11.9.
runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha.
So we got 12 in the tanks. That's all good, so we can skip past this now. And let's go back.
Taxiing to gate Delta 6 using taxiway, Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha Skywest 3335 heavy. Skywest 3335 heavy, hold position, caution the departing Airbus A20N.
Yeah, we're going to be using
Skywest
19R.
3335 heavy, continue taxi.
So if you, in case you missed all of that,
Skywest 3335 heavy, hold position, caution the departing Airbus
it was
A20N.
flight plan, KSFO, 19R.
Hold position, Skywest 3335 heavy.
Sahi 9. Oh, Sahi 4. Oh, say hey. I see. That's Willie. That's a Willie
Skywest
Mays thing. Say
3335
hey.
heavy, continue taxi.
And Susie will be our transition.
Roger, Skywest 3335 heavy.
Say hey, clever, very clever waypoint. And let's see what we've got set up for LAX. So again, we clicked on KLAX, the arrival. And we'll be taking 24R. Ironman 2 and Burgle. Burgle transition, insert. Let's check this plan out, make sure there's no discos. McCovey, Willie McCovey. So we got Willie Mays, Willie McCovey. Not sure who Susie is. eBay. Burgle. Do It. Crowy. Muppet. M-Dots. Ripper. Top of Descent. Viking. Running. Ironman. Simon. Based. Juice. That must be OJ. Deceleration. Cliffy. Not sure what that means. DAH Junior. Dodger. It's like California license plates. Gatto. Here's a manual which we're going to take out. And then clear the discontinuity. You have to clear the manual first. Take the disco out. Let it settle in. And we have Mercy and then Kobe at 2,200 feet. That's our 2,200 foot ILS entry point. And straight into 24R. Interesting. Usually there's one in between. Okay, so we're good now. We can look at that on the plan. Here's our approach. We'll be coming back around and making a turn into Kobe at 2,200 feet and in to 24R. Alright, that being said, now we can go ahead and switch this back to ARC and put the terrain back on. Keep terrain here. And maybe we'll just run the plan on this side. If we go back to flight plan, that'll take us to our, well, on this side it will anyways. Let's accept that. Let's return. Let's go to AOC menu and flight plan. And there's our departure from SFO. We'll be doing a big turnaround to the southwest. We'll come back in here through Say Hey, which is kind of where Candlestick is. May pass right over Candlestick, I think. Okay, good. Alright, so we're set up for our route. Now let's go up to the main dash, main display, and we're going to go ahead and hit this at 21,000. And our runway heading for 19R, so let's go to the EFB. And take a look at some charts. So, interesting, SFO. And we want to see our ground charts, airport info, 19R. So we're going to be taxiing from here in Terminal D up this way to 19R. 19R, the heading is 194. Yeah, it looks like 194. Okay. Short runway. Okay, that's fine. So back up to heading. Sorry if you're getting dizzy. Oops.
San Francisco ground Copa 409er Heavy requesting pushback. Copa 409er Heavy pushback request accepted.
194. Now let's calculate some takeoff speeds. So we have flight plan, rad nav, progress, KLAX. So what we're going to do is the top hat. So like we're doing it this way, then up, then this way, then down, then this way. That's our top hat configuration in terms of setup. So our progress, our final destination KLAX. It says 293 miles.
Traffic.
So now we know TCAS is working. Let's go to performance. And so we'll go back up to the EFB. Probably do this on the other EFB. Yeah, let's do it on the other one. 19 right, we'll sync the load sheet.
San Francisco ground Copa 409er
We'll set
Heavy
flaps
requesting the
to
end of
1
pushback.
plus. Packs are on.
Copa 409er Heavy request
We're
to
not
end
going to
pushback
force
received.
toga. That's all good. Synchronize the weather. So
San Francisco
30.30.
ground Copa 409er Heavy with whiskey ready to taxi IFR.
We can go ahead and enter that now.
Copa 409er Heavy taxi to and halt short of runway 28 left using taxiway Alpha Golf Bravo
30.30.
Foxtrot 1 cross runway 19er right Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 right Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot. Contact tower on
Some pretty low pressure
120.5
there.
when ready. San Francisco ground SkyWest 5758 Heavy requesting pushback. SkyWest 5758 Heavy pushback request accepted. Taxiing hold short runway 28 left using taxiway Alpha Golf Bravo Foxtrot 1 cross runway 19er right Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 right Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot Copa 409er Heavy.
There's the ghosting on the numbers. Okay, set there. Good there. So we can go ahead and set our heading, our takeoff speed. Let's go back to the calculation on the EFB. And we'll pick the runway distance here. We'll take the full length of the runway, calculate, send this to the MCDU.
Francisco ground, Skywest
And we're good to go there.
5758
Next
heavy,
phase,
requesting the end of pushback.
managed climb,
Skywest 5758 heavy request to end
cruise
pushback
level,
received.
descent, and let's get our barrow, which we can
San
get from
Francisco
charts.
ground, Skywest 5758 heavy with whiskey ready to taxi IFR. Skywest 5758 heavy taxi to and halt short of runway 28 left using taxiway Alpha Foxtrot 1 cross runway 19er right Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 right Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot.
24R.
Contact tower on 120.5 when ready.
Alright, now let's take a look at our decision altitude. So we're going to be coming in
Taxi to and hold short runway 28
just
left
like
via
this. Your
taxiway
Mercy.
Alpha
Actually, we're going to
Foxtrot
come in
1
like
cross
in here,
runway
like
19er
this.
right Foxtrot 1 cross
We're not coming
runway
in
1
this way.
right
We're going to be coming in
Foxtrot
from
1
the
Foxtrot
north.
Skywest 5758
Kobe's
heavy.
at 2200. Airport frequency for ILS 108.5, so we'll check that later. Here's Kobe at 2500, sorry, 2200. Decision altitude for this runway will be 322. ILS decision altitude right there. The runway itself is 123 feet, so we'll make a note of that. 123 feet will be where we may need to set it at the end. So once again, the decision altitude 322. And that goes in the barrow. Usually it says 100 above right there, but they stopped doing that for some reason. Okay, so we're good for that. That's our approach phase. So now we're done with performance. We already did fuel prediction. Secondary flight plan, we're going to copy active. And we're done. So now we move on. Alright, we'll go to the overhead. APU master. APU bleed. Beacon light is already on. We'll wait 5 to 10 seconds and then hit the start. And we'll follow this on the ECAM.
San Francisco ground, Singapore tree 4 heavy request taxi to the gate.
When it gets 100%, we'll turn off the
Singapore
ground
tree
power.
4 heavy taxi to gate Charlie 6 using taxiway Lima cross runway
And
28
disconnect
left Lima
the
Foxtrot 1
GPU.
cross runway 1 right Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha.
So we're looking for this on the APU to read 100%.
Taxiing to gate Charlie 6 via taxiway Lima cross runway 28 left Lima Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 right Foxtrot 1 cross runway 1 left Foxtrot 1 Alpha Singapore tree 4 heavy.
You guys can see the black Stratocaster in the background there. We have 100% on flaps. And we can go ahead and, well, they already did it for us. That was external power being turned off. That's weird. It did something weird here. I killed that. I don't know why. I hope it didn't take out the flight plan. Okay, good. Now we go back to ground services. This GPU has been disconnected automatically. As we can see, the GPU is no longer connected. chocks and cones. That's done. Jetway still connected, but the door is closed. Let's toggle the jetway. Looking pretty smooth, actually. Turn down the aircraft noise a little bit. See, the APU is blowing some hot air out the butt. And now we have chocks that are disconnected. Now we can request pushback. So let's go ahead and do that. But we're going to get in position here first too. Request push and then we'll start.
San Francisco ground ALB 5510 requesting pushback.
ALB 5510 pushback request accepted.
And let's turn off the park brake. Oops. Haven't been in here for a while. Come on. Okay, park brake. 2 off.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Engine switch to on position. And let's fire them up.
San Francisco ground ALB 5510 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
ALB 5510, your
Observe
request
the
has
cabin
been
crew member
transmitted to the
closest to
operator.
you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs.
So
and
far,
crew
so good,
instructions,
folks.
including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains emergency exits on the
San Francisco ground ALB 5510 requesting the end of pushback.
ALB 5510 request to end pushback received.
Okay, tug took off out of there pretty quickly.
Seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened.
Now we can go to
whenever the
engine
seatbelt
1.
signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap.
And you can
pull on
see
each
that
side
King
to
Cheech
adjust.
just went to
Put on
his
your own mask
throne
before helping others.
back
If
here
we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat.
over my left shoulder.
From the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tape so
Let's engage the brakes so we don't taxi out on one engine.
inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube.
I don't
There
know
is
about
a light
244
and
being the
whistle
correct
for
heading. Let's check
attracting
that.
attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Alright, and engine 1 is ready. Let's look at 19R here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be dimming the
Yeah,
lights.
it's 194.
You can turn on
Glad
a
I
reading
looked.
light using the controls
Don't know why I did
overhead
that.
or in your armrest.
Should be 194. So set our runway heading. And now we should be good to go. Let's get our auto brake set to maximum. And we'll set our flaps and our speed brake. Set our engine switch to normal. Turn off the APU master and bleed. Those are set to off. Let's get our lights lit up like a Christmas tree here, folks. Strobes on, wings on, logo lights on, runway turns on. We're going to even put the landing lights on, and we're going to set this to taxi position. Now let's go ahead outside and check our control surfaces.
San Francisco Ground United
Left,
2409
right,
heavy taxi
flaps,
to gate. United 2409
elevator,
heavy taxi to gate Charlie 1
rudder,
via taxiway Echo Bravo Delta
and we are
Alpha.
ready to go, folks. That was pretty smooth. I'm pleased with that compared to what the hell you go
United
through
2409 heavy hold
getting to
position.
this point with
Caution other traffic.
2024. So let's taxi out. Excuse me. Brakes off.
Taxiing to gate Charlie 11 using taxiway Echo Bravo Delta Alpha. United 2409 heavy.
And yeah, we'll use the taxi ribbons. Oh boy, we're going to cross over a threshold here that we're not supposed to cross over. That's okay. Don't do this in real life. Looking pretty good. Very smooth. Looks like we got a 3/4 of a mile taxi. So we're going on a north to south heading. Well, north to southwest. Try to stay close to the taxi line if we can. And let's stop here for traffic.
United 2409 heavy. Continue taxi.
A lot of AI traffic tonight. We're going to cross a runway here in a moment.
2409 heavy.
Let's hold short of this runway. And get a look up and back. restraints set. It's 28 right. Got some traffic coming in, but ATC is not telling us anything, so we're just going to go for it. I don't think that was a runway. That was a taxiway.
San Francisco Tower, China Southern, 657 heavy 9er miles southeast inbound ILS runway 28 left approach. China Southern, 657 heavy San Francisco Tower. Altimeter tree 0.
Okay, folks, enjoy the taxi out.
027 at tree.
Everybody buckle up.
Cleared ILS runway 28 left
Get
approach.
yourselves ready for our short flight to LAX tonight.
Cleared ILS runway 28
And this
left,
is just
approach China
a,
Southern, 657 heavy.
It's going to be an enjoyable run because we're not stuck in 2024.
San Francisco Tower ALB 5510 ready at runway 19er right departure to the south.
ALB 5510 when 027 at tree. South departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 19er right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 19er right ALB 5510.
San Francisco Tower Delta 1559er heavy 1, 2 miles southeast inbound ILS runway 28 left approach. Beeper 287 heavy, go around. Delta 1559er heavy, San Francisco Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 0, when 027 at tree. Cleared
Sloppy
ILS
taxi
runway
there.
28 left approach. Skywest 5856 heavy exit runway when able. Going around Speedbird 287 heavy. Speedbird 287 heavy contact NorCal approach on 134.5. Good day. Cleared
Let's
ILS
get this
runway 28
dash set
left,
up
approach
properly
Delta
here.
1559er heavy. Skywest 5856 heavy contact ground on 119er decimal 225. China Southern.
Don't know why that
657
setting has
heavy wind,
changed.
027 at tree. Clear to land runway 28 left. Clear to land runway 28 left, China Southern 657 heavy.
Okay, folks. Cabin, prepare for departure.
119er decimal 225, Skywest 5856 heavy. Goodbye.
There won't be any call-outs.
San Francisco Tower, Skywest 4654 heavy 1 mile southeast
E1,
inbound ILS runway 28 right
and
approach.
rotate.
Skywest
Positive rate.
4654 heavy, San Francisco Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree
Gear up.
0, when 027 at tree. Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach.
Flaps.
ALB 5510, continue for south departure.
And autopilot.
Delta 679er heavy, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 027 at tree. Caution the Airbus A20N, landing runway 28 left. Clear to land runway 28 right. ALB 5510, leading right airspace frequency change approved.
San Francisco Tower ALB 5510 continue for south departure. San Francisco Tower ALB 5510 frequency NorCal approach ALB 5510 is type Airbus at 323 miles south of San Francisco, 2,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
ALB 5510 NorCal approach. Squawk 4266.
Pretty smooth so far.
Squawk 4266 ALB 5510.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your
ALB
seatbelt fastened
5510
whilst the
radar
seatbelt
contact
signs
3
are on.
miles southeast
We
of San
recommend
Francisco,
you keep your seatbelt
3,800
fastened
feet.
whenever you are seated.
Clear through the Bravo
Toilets are
airspace.
located at each end
Maintain
of
on
the cabin.
navigation.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at
Cleared
any
through the
time.
Bravo airspace ALB 5510.
There's the Bay Area below us.
NorCal approach on 133.905.
Going to 133.905 ALB 5510. NorCal approach ALB 5510 5,700 feet.
ALB 5510 NorCal approach altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 1 radar contact. Continue. ALB 5510, you are leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved ALB 5510. Oakland Center ALB 5510 is type Airbus at 324 miles north of San Carlos, 8,300 feet. Request flight following.
ALB 5510 Oakland Center. Squawk tree 61 tree.
Squawk tree 613 ALB 5510.
SkyWest 5401 Heavy. You are 4 miles north. Descend and maintain.
I changed our
3,000
squawk.
feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via Dumba transition. Cleared to Dumba. ALB 5510 radar contact 3 miles east of San Carlos 10,800 feet. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 1.
Set our auto brakes again to
94
medium
heavy contact north
for our
approach on
arrival.
134.5. Good day.
Roger ALB 5510.
So South Bay.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via Dumba transition. Clear to Dumba.
Oh yeah, the graphics are looking amazing tonight.
Oakland Center, Philippine 104 Heavy, 10,000 feet.
That's an interesting reflection right there. Don't know what the hell that is. Oh, it's coming off of the coming off of these guys. Let's go back in and turn off some of the lights.
134.5, Dynasty 4 Heavy. Goodbye.
I wonder if that's the runway turn light. Let's see. Nope. Landing lights. Nope. Beacon, that's good, that's good. I don't know what the hell that is. Strobe. Let's turn the strobe off and see what happens. Yeah, let's leave strobe on. Beacon off. Yeah, I wonder what that is.
ALB 5510 contact Oakland Center on 127.45. Good day. SkyWest 5401 Heavy, you are 8 miles east of San Francisco.
That's an interesting little glitch we have there. Don't know what the hell that is.
127.45 ALB 5510. Goodbye.
SkyWest Tree 907 Heavy, you are 2 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via Dumba transition. Clear to Dumba.
ALB 5510 Oakland Center radar contact continue. Airbus 9er Alpha Papa, contact NorCal approach on 120.1. Good day.
Trying to get used to the camera angles again after messing around with 2024. We're coming up on 21,000. Let's get this to CL. Could have done that before.
Center Airbus November 819er Alpha Papa is passing 5,400 feet.
21,000. Set to standard.
Airbus November 819er Alpha Papa Oakland Center altimeter 30.30 radar contact. Continue to glide.
That little dong was the indication that we're coming up on 21,000. We never did start the clock. Let's start it now. We're about 10 minutes behind.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 30 left approach via Clyde transition. Cleared to Clyde Airbus 9er Alpha Papa.
And as you can see, we're tracking it on SimBrief. So we filed our flight plan here on the flight plan on the iPad. And the interesting thing is when the iPad turns itself off, we lose the flight plan. So I don't know how interesting that is. Santa Clara County. Beautiful night for flying.
Airbus 9er Alpha Papa. Contact NorCal approach on 120.1. Good day.
Monterey Bay right here. There's some moonlight shine on it. Look how nice that was. That's perfect. Nice. We have some good settings on flights in 2020. What a pleasant relief from 2024. Holy crap. I want to fly the big jets, which I do. I like to fly the A320s and I like to fly the 737s, PMDG and Phoenix, so I'm going to have to stick with 2020 for a while. Check out the clouds going by. I wonder what that shiny light is. I wonder what that's coming off of. That's interesting though. That might be ghosting. Let's do some checkups here now. So we're at flight level 210, 0.67 on our speed, so that's perfect. We can zoom out a little bit here. See our waypoints. We don't have a waypoint for a while. Susie will be our next waypoint. Let's go ahead and get rid of the armrests. Cabin door's still open, nobody's in there. It's a shuttle flight. And so Susie will be coming up in 37 nautical miles. And we'll stay at 210. Let's go over here. Let's go to progress. KLAX and enter it right there. .232 to go. Let's hit performance. So we can see that we have 184 to top of descent. So we can track our top of descent here. We can do some systems checks. APU, engines. Lead, all functioning really well. Pressure. Electrical. Everything flowing nicely. Hydraulics. Looking good. Fuel. Nothing in the center tanks. We'll probably turn them off. Fuel on board 9460. And that just dropped by 20. See what the next drop is. Yeah, it goes at every 20 pounds, so every minute, every 30 seconds it goes down 20 pounds. Doors all secure. Wheels tucked away nicely. Flight controls functioning. Fuel used. Pulling more from the left.
ALB 5510, contact Oakland Center on 126.9er. Good day.
Going to 126.9er ALB 5510. Oakland Center ALB 5510, flight level 210.
ALB 5510, Oakland Center radar contact, continue.
Got to circulate around the MCP to get that to come back.
Tax airline 9er 76 Heavy, you are 62 miles southeast. Descend and
So a short hop,
8,000 feet.
San Francisco to LA.
Runway 10 right approach by Sierra,
I'm guessing we'll be down probably in about a half an hour.
Clear to Sierra, November Sierra. Tax airline 9er 76 Heavy, you are 60 miles southeast. Descend and maintain
To fly over the Central Valley here.
ILS runway 10 right approach by Sierra, November Sierra transition. Clear to Sierra,
That could be the 5 freeway right
Tax
there.
airline 9er 76 Heavy, you
What's cool in the 2024 version is you can actually see the traffic on the roads. I think you could probably do with this too if I set the graphics levels a little bit higher. But I've got this tweaked right about where I want it, so it's still smooth and it still looks pretty good for my class of PC. And I have to give a couple of shout outs. So for producer Andy for helping me get these levels set up on 2024, and I translated them over here to 2020. So looks like we're making a little banky here. And they they came over pretty good. So this is the DLSS settings. I believe this is on performance. 110% on the resolution or the textures. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I'll take a look at what it looks like on YouTube. Welcome to YouTube and Facebook if you're watching. Yeah, it looks fairly dark on YouTube. Definitely brighter on my studio monitor. About a 20-second delay. I will kill some of the extraneous monitors for the sake of smoothness. Smoothness is exemplified by the visible nylon strings on the dinosaur. Okay, we'll take YouTube off of my personal iPad monitor so we can keep frame rates where they need to be. We're not running any external internet connections right now, even though I'm on a 1 gig connection. You'd think it would be pretty smooth, but it's, I don't want to log jam. This is all on a laptop, by the way. Cyber power laptop, so this is pretty good for laptop stuff. In fact, let me turn the fan on that thing. You may hear the fan. Oh wow, the fan's already on. Every time I get up, the dog gives me the evil eye. Okay, so we had a pretty smooth cold and dark setup up in San Francisco. I went through the entire process the way it should be done on Flight Sim, or pretty close to it, based on some pilot simmers that I've accumulated notes on about a year ago, more than a year actually, and it all functioned nicely. So that's what I was after. I wanted to see if 2020 would work smoothly after spending so much time trying to get, I couldn't even get a plane up in the air on 2024 on a jetliner, which is extremely disappointing because that's what I was looking for. There's some traffic up there on the right. That's cool.
Center
Here's Orion over here.
Is at flight level tree
So that's
1,
fairly accurate.
flight level tree 20.
That's to the east. Coming over.
Southwest 411 tree heavy Oakland Center radar contact. Continue to Roby.
I'm down here somewhere. Way down there. Looks like the dog has left the show. Let's check our top of descent. $110 miles to go.
ALB 5510. Contact Oakland Center on 128.7. Good day.
128.7 ALB 5510. Goodbye.
Hoping for a smooth landing tonight.
Oakland Center ALB 5510 flight level 210.
ALB 5510, Oakland Center radar contact. Continue.
So 6.67 on our speed, so we're still good. And we're functioning pretty nominally here tonight. That's great. It's great for a change. Get our arrival meter. That was a nice little bank. That could be the Paso Robles Road. Or not. The highlights of the moonlight, that's great. Looking really good. Well, if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying. This is on Facebook and YouTube Live. Pacific Time, 6:56. If you are watching, please like it and share it with everybody. If you can share this video, that would be appreciated. You can get this off of my Facebook page if you want to share it, or you can go to the YouTube page, Al Block 7267, I believe. Yeah, Al Block 7267 on YouTube. So please watch it on YouTube to get better graphics on YouTube. Get to 1080. But you can share it from there too. Like it and share it, please, and follow, subscribe if you can. All subscribers are welcome. I don't have very many at this point. I've been doing this for a while because apparently I don't do it at the right time of day. So, but if you're watching, please like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you can do. I don't charge anything for any of this stuff. It's all free content. It's flight simulator, so it can be a little boring, but it's semi-educational, especially if you're a simmer and you like this stuff. I don't claim to be as good as a lot of the guys that are out there, like Flight Streamer. He's like one of my gurus. I follow him and get a lot of pointers from him. He's good about it too. So if you're doing this stuff and you need to reach out, please reach out to me via the messaging and chat. Let's take a look at the chat. Yeah, nothing on the chat right now. feed is going live right now on Facebook as well. I see there's some plays out there. No chats, but plays. Yeah, so we got some followers looking at Facebook tonight on it. Great. Oh, look, we've been on air about an hour now, it says. I gotta change that. It says intermediate level flight sim. Actually, it's a little bit higher than intermediate level now. That's what it was about 8 months ago. It's probably no longer intermediate level. I'm doing some pretty serious flight simming at this point, as far as cold and dark setup and actual flight processes. Not 100%, but almost there. Alright, let's zoom out here a little bit. Let's see where we are, top of descent. TD in 64 miles. So TD will be... Why am I entering destination data? That's interesting. Yeah, we're good there. I don't need to enter that. That's weird. Let's clear that. TD after Gripper.
5510, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1. Good day.
Going to 127.1
So let's get our
ALB
settings done
5510.
here.
Los Angeles
2200
Center,
for
ALB
Kobe.
5510,
So we'll
flight
set it
level
at
210.
1900.
ALB 5510, Los Angeles Center, radar
Now we'll
contact.
set it at 2100. But we're not going to push the button yet. And I think the runway was, what, 147, I remember? Let's go back over. Let's go to the FB. We may make that change. Now we'll take a look in the cockpit in a minute. I mean the cabin. Okay, let's see. Let's go to LAX approach. Okay, 24 right. We're not doing Cat 1. Yeah, runway's at 123. That should be easy enough to remember. Let's get set up for landing. That's cool. You can see that I turned the flight deck lights off. Yeah, I'll turn it back on. Put them on dim. So gripper, after gripper, that'll be our top of descent. That's coming up pretty quick here. 41 miles, so there's our 3 waypoints in between the 43 miles. Speed currently 6.7, and that's good. There's a little ghosting going on there, but that's okay. I'll sacrifice the quality for the ghosting any day. Now let's find out what our altimeter readings are down there. .23. We'll change those after descent. 32 miles to descent. There's the LA Basin. And if you look and you know the area, that's the Grapevine right there. Coming into LA from the north. So 5 south onto the Grapevine, Fraser Park. Down in through Valencia.
Going to 135.5 ALB 5510.
SkyWest 5647 heavy contact, Los Angeles Center on 135.5. Good day.
Inland Empire out here. Big Bear, San Jacinto, Coachella Valley out this way. Kind of know the area. Been here since '72.
ALB 5510 traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 230 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
ALB 5510 traffic in sight.
Well, some bitch heading right at us. $17 miles to top of descent. There it is. So our speed is good at 6.6. He's cleaning his nails. He likes to groom. He's a well-groomed man. Wow, that A320 is like right in front of us. He's descending. That or he's coming right at us. He was coming at us below. Yeah, he's coming at us. Oh, let's see if we can see this outside. This is pretty exciting. Don't see that too often. Coming at us at a different level. Oh, he's below us. We're flying over him. That looks like a Neo.
ALB 5510 traffic alert. 11 o'clock, less than 1 mile flight level 190 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
ALB 5510 have the traffic.
That was pretty cool. I'm very happy with the way things are going here tonight on Phoenix A320 night on Flight Simulator 2020. Okay, great. All good. We just passed our top of descent. Yeah, we're minus 1 mile. Let's hit the button. Shouldn't affect us in any major way. I don't like that to happen, but okay. Let's get some drag. So it wants us to put out these spoilers. And there they are. I don't know why it keeps on telling me to enter the destination data. Aha. Let's do that. So Q&H. Temp. So 3,300 at 3,300 at 6. 300 at 6. 3023. 300 at 6. 3023. That was almost a joke. 300 at 6. Temp. $17. Good to go. Gonna take the spoilers off. Then the captain's turned on the no smoking sign.
ALB 5510 contact Los Angeles Center on 125.8. Good day.
125.8 ALB 5510. Goodbye. Los Angeles Center ALB 5510 14,600 feet.
ALB 5510 Los Angeles Center altimeter 30.26 radar contact continue.
I'm glad they told me that. $3026, what did it say here? Can't see it. $3023. We could check this another way. $3023 is the current.
ALB 5510 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 11,700 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Going to 1 tree for decimal 2 ALB 5510.
Pretty busy in the cockpit
SoCal
tonight.
approach ALB 5510 12,100 feet.
ALB 5510 SoCal, approach altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue. ALB 5510 contact Los Angeles Center on 125.8. Good day.
Okay, so we want to be at 13,000
Going to
by
125
Simon.
decimal 8 ALB 5510.
Already passed
Los
that,
Angeles
so
Center ALB
based
5510 11,700 feet.
10,336.
ALB 5510 Los Angeles Center altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue. ALB 5510 contact SoCal, approach on 135.05. Good day.
So we will not going straight in. We'll be going back
135
around.
decimal 05 ALB 5510. Goodbye. SoCal approach ALB 5510 11,100 feet.
ALB
turn.
5510 SoCal, approach altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue. ALB
Speed's looking good.
5510 contact Los Angeles Center on 125.8. Good day.
125 decimal 8 ALB 5510. Goodbye. Los Angeles Center ALB 5510 10,500 feet.
ALB 5510 Los Angeles Center altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue.
Los Angeles Center ALB 5510. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
ALB 5510 Los Angeles Center. Clear through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace ALB 5510.
Okay, let's devote complete attention to the landing process.
Traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at 10,000 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
ALB 5510 have the traffic.
ALB 5510 contact SoCal, approach on 135.05. Good day.
135 decimal
Okay, so
05
we need
ALB
9,000. So
5510.
Cliffy.
Goodbye.
Cliffy, we should be at
SoCal approach
7,500.
ALB 5510 8,900 feet.
ALB 5510
That's a
SoCal,
decel
approach
coming up.
altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue.
That's what the master cut warning was. Some cloud structure here. Now we're going right into it. Okay, so we got some cloud structure coming through it. So Cliffy, we need to be at
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
75. That's perfect. Speed is right. Speed brake's still out.
Southwest 4822 heavy. You are 1
Speed should be
mile west of
210.
Burbank. Contact Burbank Tower on 132.325
Okay.
when inbound on the approach.
Little slow.
Tower on 132.25 Southwest 4822 heavy.
You're flying right over downtown. Very smooth so far. Process is going well. Little ghosting going on here. Not sure what's causing that.
5510
128.5 ALB 5510. SoCal approach ALB 5510 6,000 feet.
ALB 5510 SoCal, approach altimeter tree 0.2 for radar contact, continue. ALB 5510 traffic is 6 o'clock, 3 miles at 5,700 feet, Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
ALB 5510 traffic in sight.
Three 024 on the altimeter. There's our first bank. When we make our turn for final, I'll set the altimeter or set the altitude level to 120. Actually, set it to about 100.
ALB 5510 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles.
Shouldn't need to, but I'm going to.
Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
ALB 5510 have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Let's turn on ILS recognition. That may be too early too. We'll see how that goes. Probably don't need it yet.
ALB 5510 contact SoCal, approach on 125.5. Good day.
Don't know
Going
what
to
that beeping sound
125.5
is.
ALB 5510. SoCal approach ALB 5510
Okay, it's the
4,900
LS.
feet.
ALB 5510 SoCal, approach altimeter tree 0.24 radar contact, continue.
Shouldn't make any difference that the LS is on at this point. Let's take it off for the hell of it. We'll put it back on. And it's still clicking. I wonder if that's TCAS doing that. Let's see. Yeah, it is. There's an aircraft passing us. That's what it was. Okay, we'll put ILS back on. VOR. Shouldn't need it, but I'll put it on. Be careful not to screw anything else up. There's our VORs. And remember what we said about our RadNav for LAX 113.6.
ALB 5510 contact SoCal, approach on 125.35. Good day.
Going to 125.35 ALB 5510. SoCal approach ALB 5510 3,800 feet.
ALB 5510 SoCal, approach altimeter tree 0.25 radar contact, continue. Southwest 245 tree heavy, you are 12 miles southeast of Long Beach. Contact Long Beach Tower on 119.4 when inbound on the approach.
Okay, we're on final coming in here.
Tower on 119.4 southwest 245 tree heavy.
Showing 14 miles out. Let's take gear down.
ALB 55.
Now go to flaps.
Contact SoCal, approach on 128.5. Good day.
Speed brakes off.
128.5 ALB 5510. Goodbye.
With flaps
SoCal
2.
approach ALB 5510 3,300 feet.
ALB
Why are the gear not
5510
down?
SoCal, approach altimeter 30.2 radar contact. Continue.
Hey, gear should have gone down from my first. Glad I checked. Now we're coming in Kobe here, so we're a little high. We can go flaps 3. Need to be at 130. Away 0.5 on the frequency. Yep. ILS frequency dialed in. We're going to take 24 right, which is going to be this far runway right there. And we can go on to approach mode now. Can't see if that's on. Now it is. Flaps 3. Let's go to 4. We got a turn coming up here at Kobe. Kobe should be at 2200. And you can see our magenta ILS indicators coming into line. As we make this turn, it'll all line up, hopefully. Speed at 130. That's where we need to be at 130 for landing. So we just passed Kobe. Take an exterior view. Okay, we're crab walking a little bit. Just a bit. We have a TCAS interference going on here. Yeah, it's right there. We just passed it. Alright folks, we're looking for butter here tonight. Graphics looking good, nice and smooth. Yes, this is a night landing in LAX. 7:30 in the evening, real time, real weather. 3 miles out, 1,000 feet.
Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict. Flaps are on full. Brakes are set to medium. Speed looks good. ILS, we're right on the dot. We look at the PAPIs. PAPIs look good. Just nosing it in, lining up. We can make a slight rudder adjustment. I don't like to screw with this at this point, but we will. We're just going to let it take it all the way in. So we're still testing stuff here tonight.
500.
Have not made the 123-foot adjustment, so this is taking it all the way in. God, the realism is great tonight. It looks really good.
100 above.
We're getting ready to
Minimum.
retard.
$100.
Pappies are great.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Auto brake set. Got a little float and drift there at the end. We have a jet on the runway. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. That's a big one on the runway. You can taxi
However,
now.
we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now.
Los Angeles ground ALB 5510 request taxi to the gate.
I think this is a spawned jet.
ALB 5510 taxi to gate 17
Yep.
Bravo, using taxiway Zulu cross runway 6 right Zulu Echo Delta 8 Delta.
Taxiing to gate 17 Bravo via taxiway Zulu cross runway 6 right Zulu Echo Delta 8 Delta ALB 5510.
Some AI asshole in the way. That was interesting, though. Let's get taxi lights on if I can find my mouse.
ALB 5510 hold position. Caution the Airbus A20N on final.
Hold position ALB 5510.
Now we have one on final right here. Man, we are lit up like a Christmas tree. I still don't know what this is. It's got to be coming off the strobes. All those nice reflections, so that's pretty cool. There's Orion, so that's pointing east. Runway direction is 251 on 2425. So that's going to be opposite that somewhat. there he is.
ALB 5510, continue taxi.
Roger, ALB 5510.
So center screw head here is supposed to be on the taxi line. Or as close as you can get it. To the gate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles International Airport, where the weather is currently a pleasant 50-something degrees. It will be 48 tonight. Clear and cold. Santa Ana winds are abounding. If you're in town, make sure you stop at In-N-Out Burger. I should say while you're in town. If you're out in the Coachella Valley, make sure you stop at TKB, the Kids Bakery, for the ultimate in sandwiches. Holy crap, was that just a commercial I just did? Oh. That was supposed to be the captain speaking. So it occurs to me that the captain speaking is a prime opportunity for commercials. I'll have to contact some people. Alright, almost at our gate. I'm surprised how smooth this is going tonight based on everything that happened with 2024. What a disaster. I keep on telling everybody that. If anybody's watching this stream ever, you know how I feel about 2024 at this point. I mean, I love the graphics of it, but man, you sacrifice an awful lot for that. The cloud-based streaming aircraft. Do we have a marshal tonight? Looks like we do. Brakes on. Let's go ahead and get us a GPU set up as quickly as we can. GPU. Let's go ahead and toggle the jetway. Turn that on. Let's get some chocks and cones. And let's shut down 2 and 1. Let's go back up on top and get some external power. Good.
Cabin crew
This
disarmed.
first and then that one. Okay, let's go ahead and deboard. Hopefully this is now showing deboarding process. Let's take a look. Very smooth processes so far tonight. And we can come back to this. Hopefully it's doing it. Helps if we turn off the seatbelt signs, I guess, huh? Maybe that's why. Interesting. Okay. Well, that may have helped. Pretty fast deboard. Alright, while that's going on, let's shut off some of the systems. Everything looks like it's good to go there. Let's kill the lights. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, cool. Remember that for next time. Fuel pumps are all off. I think we've deboarded enough by now. Yep, we're deboarded. Let's go ahead and shut everything down. All systems off. And that concludes our flight to Los Angeles International Airport, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed this quick stream, about an hour and a half. And I'm pretty pleased with the way it went. The graphics are great. I'll do the replay later. The only thing about 2020 is that it doesn't give you, unless I go to extreme detail, I can't see with the other liveries on the other jets. But this definitely looks like LAX, last terminal. It's not perfect, but pretty good. A little cartoonish. Some ghosting every now and then, like in here. But I mean, the traffic is looking good.
Los Angeles ground
There's
FlexJet
one
Tree
coming
88
in.
heavy taxi to parking. FlexJet Tree 88 heavy taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway. Hotel 4 Hotel Lima Cross runway 25
Okay,
right Lima
great.
Kilo Tree.
Let's shut her down. Guess that doesn't shut her down.
Via taxiway. Hotel 4 Hotel Lima Cross.
2020. Pretty pleased. Pretty pleased with 2020 tonight. take a quick look at the pilot profile as soon as it comes up. Make sure we had got our flight count. I took off this afternoon from LA to San Francisco without clearance, so I didn't get credit for the takeoff, as you'll see here in a moment. Here's my no credit for the takeoff, but tonight we got it. And this is me trying to get back into the system, but I had to do some work around the house. So we're back in now. We're back into the Airbus A320 Phoenix series. And let's go to the hangar and take a look at this baby. I think we changed liveries on it. We can do JetBlue now. Let's have a look at JetBlue. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think we want to do Spirit. Let's take a look at Qantas. See what it looks like. Qantas Link looks pretty nice. Let's look at this other JetBlue livery. Peacock. I mean, this is pretty darn good. 2020 is dialed in. I'm glad that there's no glitches going on for 2020, because that was really, it's been a nightmare with glitches on the other system. Let's look at British Airways. I may have to fly a different livery here one of these days. There's British Airways, looking pretty nice. Have a couple of them. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight on Facebook and on YouTube. If you watched, appreciate it. If you did, please like, share, and follow. Subscribe if possible. Subscribe is the best. Then you get notified if I'm doing streams. Sometimes they're fun to watch. It's more fun to just watch the takeoff and the landing than anything else. And very pleased with the results tonight. Anybody that's been working on 2024 knows what I'm talking about. It's been a cluster. It's been a cluster, and the weekly Zoom calls with the 2024 staff, Asobo, Microsoft Jorge from Microsoft, and the gal who hosts the calls. She doesn't have anything to do with it, obviously, but the Asobo folks, they're still making excuses. They're all making excuses, and it's verging on ridiculous at this point. The excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they all stink. So, that's my feelings on it. Take it or leave it. When it's fixed, we'll come back to it. Let's go back to our American Airlines livery, because that's what we'll be flying probably tomorrow. If you feel like joining us, we'll be doing it sometime in the afternoon. Appreciate your being with us. Captain Albie Tunes getting ready to sign out from here in the studio in the desert. Peace to you all. Make America great again. As soon as possible. Let's get rid of these bozos as quickly as we can. Everybody take care. Oh, God bless the United States of America. Have a good one.